Ooh, we got some eyeballs. Oh my god, everything has eyeballs! And, hey, wait, Loco, come back! Come back, Loco! Oh, don't be scared, you know. And with those bouncing eyes, we get more bouncing eyes! Setting progress is saved automatically. Hello there, people interwebs. This is K125, and this is the first time making a video in like 7 months. Jesus, I'm really bad at doing this. And I am here to bring you a Let's Play of Yooka-Laylee. And no, not a speedrun. Don't worry. I'm not that insane right now. Considering I haven't speedrun this game in about 7 months. I'm so bad at this. Okay. So, you may be wondering, why am I going from a speedrunner to a Let's Play of Yooka-Laylee? It's because I like showing off games, and this game is fun. Plus, I'm a Kickstarter backer, and I was like, hey, I got this early from the Switch, let's go play it. And I'm being dumb, so let's jump right into Yooka-Laylee. There you go, there's my profiles. Ooh, you know who I am now. Okay, so like I said, if you don't know on my channel, I have done 100% speedruns of this game, so I still know quite a bit of this game. And this game, in itself, is just extremely charming. I absolutely love it. Especially these file select screens, seriously. These just scream Banjo-Kazooie in my face. And look at this. Yooka and Laylee just pulling on the steering wheel of the ship. And around they go. This game, like I said, I just love the charm in this game. It's absolutely breathtaking. You could say it's a Breath of the Wild. Ha! Okay, enough of that. Anyway, let's jump into a new game. And like I said, I'm gonna try to make this as informational as I can. And wow, that loading screen's literally goddamn frozen. Oh, okay, that's how to do it. Okay. That's something different between this version and the PC version. In the PC version, the background moves. Or at least it did when I played it originally. They might have changed that. I don't know. Like I said, it's been 7 months since I played the game. So, I don't know if they did just for the Switch version, so they could save on some processing power or what. But whatever. It's not that important. We see stuff moving throughout the game anyway, so. Alright, so I'm gonna let those cutscenes play out, even though I know that you can probably skip them. Doesn't say the button, but whatever. Probably because it's the first file that I'm opening, but I'm gonna let the voice acting do its work, and instead... what am I saying? I'm gonna let the voice acting do its work by dubbing it with myself.
Everything has been prepared to your specification, Capital B. The workforce is now yours.
Do you think this new statue is golden enough? Or too golden?
Oh, it's,
Focus test it. These employees need someone to look up to. Hold on. What is that?
Vice President.
That's the Vice President statue, sir.
It's perfect.
I didn't sign off on that. Plus, it's casting an awkward shadow on the president's plinth. Bin it.
What the hell even is a plinth?
Of course. You're the boss now.
Now, are we ready to synergize your latest profit-plumping technology, Dr. Quack?
Yes, sir. I prepared the Novelizer 64, my most ingenious invention. We can use it to steal all the dusty old books in the world, and leave us as the only player in the market.
How will we ever learn to read?
An equally ruthless and dynamic strategy, Doctor. I like it. Prepare the device immediately. I want to be on World 4's golf course by lunchtime.
Oh no, spoilers, World 4 is the course.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Oops. You missed the button there, Quack. There you go. That's how you press buttons. And there's all the letters and there's all the books. They apparently just stole 1,000 books already.
And Quack, make sure you secure the special book.
Special book, huh? Seems a bit out there. Oh, there's all the books flying into the factory. I mean, let's see. Banjo-Kazooie had their sister being kidnapped. Banjo-Tooie had someone getting killed. This one's stealing books! It's so lifelike. Anyway, we are now in Shipwreck Creek, and here's Yooka and Laylee. The chameleon and bat, respectively. Just laying on the towels with their faces.
Ah, this is the life. I think this old shipwreck finally feels like home, Laylee.
That'll be my vibrant paint job, Yooka.
It's about time we renovated this place. Most of the rooms haven't been touched since we moved in. Who knows what's hiding under the floorboards?
Oh no, there's stuff hiding under the floorboards. Get those gnats out!
Insects, mainly. Delicious they were.
You already ate them? God damn it.
Oh, and some old book I've been using as a drinks coaster.
Whoa! Pirate treasure! I bet that's worth loads. It looks antique.
Really? Do you reckon we should flog it? I'll split you 80-20 in my favor.
80-20 in my favor, of course. It's always in your favor.
Hey! My profit book! It's being sucked away!
Yep, there it goes. Slowly but surely.
The pages! They're escaping!
You can tell this plot grows pretty quickly.
And they're golden!
Right off the bat, bam, kicked into the plot.
I think that book is a bit more special than you thought, Laylee.
Quick, after it! It's worth even more now that it's a flying book!
Okay, so you can tell the plot doesn't take itself too seriously. I'm okay with this. Alright, so entering the gameplay. Now we're finally actually playing. As my phone goes off, thanks for letting me know the game's happening. Okay, so left control stick move. B to jump. And double jump in this case. Whee! Double jump bang. So much fun. And right now, that's pretty much all we can do. So let's try and follow this book. And hello, who do we have here? Snake and army outfit. What do we got?
Alright, pals. Lovely to see you. Hi there. I'm Yooka. This is my buddy, Laylee. Do we know you? Of course. It's me, Trouser, the honest and dexterous salesman.
Uh-huh. Your name's Trouser, huh? And you're Snake. Trouser, Snake... it's probably nothing.
Yeah, I remember. You're the crook who sold us that dodgy flat screen.
How do you sell a dodgy flat screen?
Nope, not me. You're surely mistaken, friend.
You sure? I'm pretty sure they'd recognize the person who sold them a dead flat screen.
Hey, Trouser. Did you happen to see a magical flying book go through here? For 5 quills, I did. They're in demand now. This book business has kicked off.
So you want money / quills in this case, which are this game's notes, by the way, to tell us, hey, I saw something, when you literally just told us.
Perhaps you can find enough in those treasure chests lying around.
Ooh, okay, well, how do we open them?
I already tried lockpicking those while Yooka was asleep. No chance.
Sure, just try to break into those chests. It's a perfect idea.
Ah, to unlock them, you'll need one of my trademark special moves.
Uh-huh, and what would that be?
By using this button, our green friend here can perform the tail twirl attack. It's smashing.
The tail twirl. And what are you, Nigel Thornberry? It's very smashing.
Press this button to attack. Got it. Excellent. Now go whack those treasure chests and bring me my 5 quills.
Alright, so, We now have the ability to spin in a circle while whacking treasure chests and getting quills. Oh my god, talking quill, run! Okay. Literally everything in this game has eyes and talks. Or pretty much does. Quills don't, but they apparently had eyes when they talk to you. So if you look around the area, you'll find there are just quills just in chests all around. And wow, this camera's a bit awkward at times. And yeah, just like I mentioned this during the cutscene. I don't know if I'm going to cut it out or not, because like having the voice acting separate, but eh. It seems like the game is running at around maybe 50 frames a second compared to the full 60 on the PC version, which, if it makes the game more stable, I'm relatively okay with it. That was a bit weird. This bridge's physics are a bit weird in general, so whatever. So let's climb back out of this hole with the now 3 quills that we have, and no chest. And yeah, by the way, none of the other levels in the game will have quills and chests, like, all the time. There will be some, but most of the time they'll just be out and about, lying around, but in this first area, they're all in chests.
Ah, yes. That seems to be enough to jog my memory. Come back here.
How convenient for you. We get just enough to jog your memory. Okay. I'm gonna keep looking around because I know there's actually 10 quills in this area that we can get right now, which is all of them if you actually want to look at the stats real quick. There's the totals, but yeah, we want Ivory Towers. Which is technically the area we're in right now, but we're not in the actual building, so who knows. But yeah, there's 10 quills here, and then there's 20, as they'll eventually be known, as pages. And don't worry, we'll go over everything else here in a little bit. Don't worry about too much. It's all spoilers for right now. Now for here, we got a butterfly. Let's grab it. However, what the hell is that? We'll get into it later, folks. Don't worry. For now, just chests and quills. That's all that matters. And, you know, painted ships. With more butterflies in it. Because butterflies apparently like to live in ships. And yeah, it also, if you notice real quickly, when I was doing my jump, I also did a little maneuver, which is a tail twirl in mid. It's essentially just a tail twirl in mid-air. Just jump, and then just press that. It's very handy for when you're doing some platforming challenges later on, which you'll see at some point or another. So let's see, I think I'm at, how many quills? 7, okay. I know where the last 3 are then. Last 3. Let's start climbing this ship that is apparently now our home, because apparently we just moved in and there's apparently stuff underneath it. I don't know. Like I said, this plot does not take itself too seriously, and I'm okay with it. And, ooh, more butterflies! Which do nothing right now, so why am I collecting them? Who the hell knows? Anyway. I wonder what that pun's supposed to mean. That ship crazy, huh? Whatever. It's not important. And we're at 9, and there's the last chest right over there next to what looks to be a cannon. Also, the ship has just Laylee's face on it. And her nose just sticking out there. Something tells me Laylee's very narcissistic. Like, she's her face everywhere. If you saw the opening cutscene, the towel has her face on it, the ship has her face on it. What's next? Is her face gonna have her face on it? Oh my god, it does. Okay. Alright, so there we go. There's all 10 quills in Ivory Towers. We don't have to worry about quills anymore in this area. And, yeah, just for curiosity's sake, let's talk to this cannon. Who's a bit awkward.
Hey, Blasto. How are you feeling today?
Not so good. My throat hurts, and I've almost totally lost my voice.
You sure that might not have to do with that red bird that's coming out of your throat there? You know, also, that bird looks kind of familiar. Wonder why. Who knows.
That'll be last night's karaoke. Your performance blew us all away.
Ha! Ha 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 ha! Good pun.
I'm not so sure. I think someone hurled a yellow newspaper this way, and I accidentally inhaled it.
How do you choke on newspaper? I don't know, whatever.
Ha! I wish there was a hard-hitting cure that could pound me back into shape.
Hard-hitting cure, huh? Well, sadly we can't do anything right now, because if we just whack him with our tail, it doesn't do anything, so... Remember him for later. We'll have to come back to him at another time, though. Don't worry, we will be able to come back out here. I'm just getting all the quills, because why not? Now, one thing I do want to cover with this Let's Play is a few of the glitches that have popped up in this game that people have found. Mostly because I do speedrun this game, so... I want people to see, like, what goes into speedrunning the game, and seeing, like, what sort of tricks and tips I can offer, if you do want to get into speedrunning the game. Now, not all of you are going to pay attention to it, so I'm probably going to put it towards the end of the video, like, as, like, a glitch video... Glitch, what's the word I'm looking for? Montage, that's the word. Okay. I'm bad with words, people. I apologize. It's been a while.
Go on then, Lispy. Spill the beans. Where's our book?
Lispy, huh? For a trouser snake. I wonder what Trouser's last name actually is. Oh, if it's Snake, I'm gonna laugh.
Your book headed toward the business beyond this gate.
Yeah, Trouser, we already knew this. We saw the opening cutscene. We saw it go towards there.
Strange things going on in there since the takeover by Ivory Towers Corp.
So wait, the place itself isn't called Ivory Towers, but it's taken over by the corporation called Ivory Towers. So is Ivory Towers the name of the place, or is it the name of the... I don't know.
I'm headed there myself to sell some moves. Allow me to raise the gate.
So literally 5 quills to open the gate. Great.
Come on, Yooka. Let's get that book back before Trouser realizes we didn't give him those quills we found.
Ha! It's perfect. We didn't even pay him for the quills. It's genius. Trouser, you saw nothing. Okay. So let's see, we got pathway to our left, pathway to our right. Let's go to the right! Oh, we can't. It's a slippery slope with downhillness. You can't overclimb on this thing. A little exploit if you guys wanted to, you know, cheat the system early on, but we'll come back to it. Anyway, let's actually take the intended path and go this way. And yeah, just tell you the controls here. Granted, I should probably listen to these, because it's kind of important considering I've not played this port yet. Ah, that's what they do. Okay. So, even though I've played this game before on PC, this is my first time playing, you know, on the Switch. So I'm getting used to controls just as much as you guys are, probably. Okay. Use out left stick to swim. There we go. Okay, that's actually pretty easy to do for controls. Oh yeah, was there an mirror there? Oh yeah, there is. Just like in Banjo-Kazooie, just a bunch of bubbles. Or blue honeycombs. Wait a minute, I just realized something! Banjo eats honey. The main villain of this game's a bee. No wonder they didn't have Banjo-Kazooie in this game. Banjo would win in a heartbeat. Okay, anyway. Let's jump over this caution sign and keep going.
What are those blue things up there? They look even shiftier than Trouser.
Yeah, they do look pretty shifty.
Maybe they're lost?
No, they don't look too lost. They just look like they're wandering.
I doubt it. If I were us, and I am 50% of us, then I'd attack them with this button. Unlike those soft shooters, our health bar won't auto-refill.
Yeah, Laylee, you are 50% of us. Technically, I'm a 33% of you guys. So you'd be a 33% of this, so... whatever. Math's weird.
You're right. But if they do attack us, I can always eat a nearby butterfly by pressing this button to regain some health.
Oh, so that's the tongue, okay. Okay, so... Now, you could just say we can press A to regain health with the butterflies. Yink! So yeah, the butterflies serve as 2 points of healing for you. One is the energy bar, which we'll get into in a little bit, don't worry. And the other is health. So they are pretty much crucially important. Now we got these little blue guys who are going to be chasing after us and trying to eat us, because they apparently have that munching face. Ow! And just to prove that butterflies can heal you. Boink. There we go. Okay, so now I let that guy hit him. Let's just destroy his counterpart. Now, with the attacking button, which is essentially just a tailspin, you can also do a couple of combos as well. Granted, I can't really show it with enemies that die in one hit, but yeah, it doesn't matter. We can also get back up here and easily leave, too, if we wanted to. However, we also cannot get back up this way, so whoops. I have to walk back around. My bad! Alright, let's go ahead and go into the lovely ivory towers, because, you know, honeycombs are a thing. Right? Yeah, I love honeycombs.
No trespassing! This is private property!
Oh god, it's private property. Where's the government in this?
Hello. We're searching for our missing book. It looked like it went this way.
Your book belongs to us now! As will most of the world's supply before long!
So, Dr. Quack, how do you know that you got our book, exactly? Like, how'd you know that we are the ones who had it, and that was our specific book? I don't know, I'm not gonna go out questioning it.
That's a weird business plan. Are you opening a bookmobile?
The bookmobile of reading! They're gonna teach everyone how to read! No, that's not what they're doing.
Actually, it's just one book in particular we're interested in. Now scram, before I call security!
So again, if you're interested in just one book, why exactly did you need to go through the trouble of kidnapping or booknapping every other book in the universe, essentially? If you just wanted one book.
There's something not right about this place, Laylee. We should investigate.
Yeah, there isn't really anything right about this place. I mean, it's filled with honeycombs. Like, chameleons don't eat honeycombs. That's just absurd. Okay, let's enter the wonderful ivory towers. And then we are.
Hey, friends! Over here!
So somehow Trouser got in here before we did. I don't know, he must have slithered past us.
Lovely to see you again, pals. I see you've got up to speed with your basic moves.
Yooka gave himself a short tutorial on the way in.
The meta-ness of this game. A short tutorial on the way in. I mean, normally I'd talk to myself in my head, but giving myself a short tutorial is a bit much.
Smashing! Time to put your skills to work. I've spotted a piece of your book.
Again, bring out your Nigel Thornberry with its smashing. And also, you spotted a piece of my book already? That was fast. Giant-ass nose.
Why don't you go ahead and collect it and find out what's going on? I'd go myself, but I've got an important call coming up with the World 1 boss. He's after one of my super moves.
So, even though you're doing business with us and helping us find our book, you're also helping out the world bosses just to get one of your super moves, I guess you're calling it.
Yeah, right.
Alright. So now the game's gonna show us how to get to the Beiji, but I already know how to do it, so, yeah. But yeah, this is a fairly interesting overworld. I don't know, I'm kind of indifferent to it a bit. On one hand, I do like the design of like a factory type of setting, but at the same time, it's getting nightmares from Grunty Industries and Banjo-Tooie. But on the other hand, it does feel a little bland after a while, just getting the factory setting, but it's okay. I do like it a little bit, but it could be a little bit better done, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying, honestly. Anyway. Now, let's get before we get to the page, you see these two signs here. 1 and 2. I will say, I'll just say this now, they point out to where the levels are located, so if you read this sign, it just points you the direction of where you need to go for World 1. And if you read this, it points where you have to go for World 2. Now, this is something they actually added in the update, So, I've honestly never seen these signs before now, but yeah, they're actually things. Yay, butterflies! And weird blue plant that we can't eat. But I want these fruits. They look like good blueberries. Okay. We'll deal with those in a little bit. They actually don't come into play for a little bit. Shut up, Trouser! Also not paying attention because I'm looking at the dialogue. Oh, goddamn Trouser. Okay. Getting up here actually isn't too bad. Just jump from platform to platform, and it should be up there in a heartbeat. And you can always just resort to the aerial tailspin, I'll call it, just to get up here in case you end up messing up. Anyway, here we go. The first page of the game.
Hello there. Who might you be?
I'm a pagey. I live inside the all-powerful one book.
Okay, and what would be the title of this one book that you call it?
The one book? How much is one of those worth?
And there's Laylee thinking all about profits.
The one book is incredibly powerful, and it's been stolen by the evil Capital B.
Capital B. Such a perfect name. Literally, he's the owner of a corporation, and he's a B. Capital B. The B itself is capitalized. It's perfect.
If Capital B unlocks the power within, his crooked company will have the power to rewrite the universe.
So apparently this book is a universal rule book, I guess. If you rewrite anything in the book, it gets changed in the actual universe. So essentially, it's God. The book is God.
Luckily, us pages have fled the one book and gone into hiding. Without pages, the one book is just an empty shell.
Ah, okay. So, the pages are all disciples of the God book. And they've gone into hiding to avoid persecution by bees. Because bees.
If you use me to unlock one of the grand tomes in this factory, we can transport to another world and search for more of my friends.
Yeah, so I should point out, when they say grand tomes, that means the different worlds, essentially. It's kind of like the paintings from Mario 64, or the random entryways, I guess, in Banjo-Kazooie.
Don't worry. We'll help you, Pagey. Come on, Laylee. Let's find one of those grand tomes and search for more pages.
Alright, so now we got that.
Hey, pals. I believe I can assist you on your quest. Why don't you come and see me for the details?
So apparently Trouser is something to help that'll help us quite a bit, actually. So let's head on back down. Whee! Oh, right. I don't take fall damage from that. Keep forgetting that. So what do you want, you crooked salesman?
Say, you two chaps need to explore those grand tomes, and I'm looking to expand my business to new locations. How about we make a deal?
A deal? Kind of deal are we talking? I mean, if you deal me a royal flush, I'll be fine with that.
For every grand tome you unlock, I'll help your quest with a new move, free of charge.
Huh. Okay, so you're essentially the move tutor. I wonder if there's a couch nearby.
That sounds like a good deal, Trouser. We're in.
Super!
Your first complimentary move is one of my trademark abilities. It involves rolling away from customers when they find out that you're just a sham. If you hold down this button, you'll get the grip you need to roll up slippery ramps.
It's all a slippery slope from here.
There's one note in the small print, pals.
Oh, what's that small print say?
The longer you use this move, the more you'll drain your power bar, so roll wisely.
And here's where the power bar kicks in.
Instead of eating butterflies, you can collect them to refill your power bar.
Alright, so, now you just explain what the butterflies did.
why don't you try your new trouser patented maneuver on that nearby slippery ramp?
Also, side note, is that a different way of spelling maneuver? Or is that just a really bad misspelling? I'm assuming it's a different way of spelling maneuver. I'm assuming it's the English way of saying it, or spelling it. By English, I mean British. Because it's a British company that made it. I don't know, let's assume that's the case. I might look that up afterwards and put it in like a text edit. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes when I edit this. Hopefully tomorrow. Alright, so they went ahead and just showed us, hey, this is where the first world is, even though there's obviously signs pointing to it. Which, again, I'm okay with. I mean, people can get lost in this area pretty easily. It's not like there's only one way we can actually go. I would facepalm, but it would hurt, so no. Plus I have glasses on. So as you can see, when you roll up into a ball, you get an energy meter that appears underneath your pictures there. When you're in a ball, it drains, and when you're out of the ball, it slowly recharges after a little bit. I forget how long it takes, though. And excuse me, by the way, I burped a little bit there. Up there it goes. Yeah, it takes a little bit. I think 15 seconds that was? Yeah, I'll probably put in post, like, how long that was, but... Yeah, essentially it takes a little bit to charge, so that's why collecting the barflies can be helpful at times. So let's just keep going, and...
Look, Laylee, a pagey and a cagey. Amazing.
The rhyming scheme is perfect. A pagey and a cagey. It's amazing.
Help! Capital B's corporate minions locked me in this metal prison.
By the way, the corporate minions are just those blue guys we've been finding everywhere. They're the main, I guess, I'm gonna call them the Goombas of this game.
These pamphlets sure are pushy. Come on then, tell us where the key is.
Yeah, they're totally pamphlets, because pamphlets aren't just one page. Oh wait, some actually are.
There is no key. Cages are unlocked by solving nearby puzzles, but you've not yet learned the correct move to help me.
Yeah, so there's the little twist in the pages and cages. All of the cages in the game will have some sort of task you need to complete in order to open them. And in some cases, the task is very easy, and in other cases, the task can be excruciatingly weird. I say weird with good intentions.
Okay, Pagey. We'll come back for you later.
Yeah, so for now, we can't do anything with this guy. He says we don't have the move. My question is, why can't he just slide off the side? It's perfect. It's perfect. It's literally perfect for him to slide out there. I don't know. Game logic, of course. Okay, so let's continue on, since there's not really much else we can do here, even though there's a plant over here that I can't eat again. I want some raspberries. Or oranges, I guess. Alright, so we got another slope, and obviously if we try to climb up it normally, we'll just slide down. So let's just climb up normally with this. And here we go.
Hey, you made it to the first Grand Tome. The Grand Tomes are magical gateways to new worlds. Ivory Tower seems to have captured many, but only us pages can unlock them for you. Stand on the switch, and if you have collected enough pages, we can unlock it for you.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple to unlock each world. Essentially, stand on a switch, press A. That doesn't sound familiar at all. Not at all, no.
Yeah. Then we go inside and rescue more of you, right? That's right! Once inside, don't forget to find Trouser. It sounds like those moves he sells will help you out on your adventure.
So yeah, like Trouser said, he will be in every single world, selling the different moves. Moves. Plural or not plural? Okay, so let's stay on here and press A. By the way, it's green because it's supposed to go for the Xbox controller normally, on the PC version. Alright, so let's go ahead and unlock Tribal Stack Tropics. The first world of several. There's actually only 5 worlds total. Sadly. I wish there was more. But then again, game space.
Return here later, and I'll reveal more about the Grand Tomes!
And the page here hints at something that we'll get to in a little while, but there's actually more we can do with these Grand Tomes in a bit later, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So, we got the first tome open. But I also noticed we've been going for 35 minutes, so I think I'm gonna end it off here, at least for playthrough-wise right now. So, before we end off, let's go ahead and do our little glitch fest. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. It's a glitch fest now. Whee! Glitch fest! So this is gonna be less of a glitch fest and more of an exploit expo, I guess you can call it. Because I'm gonna be showing off more exploits that you're allowed to pull off in the game, rather than just glitches. Now, granted, there are a few glitches in this game, but the exploits are much more impressive. Like, for instance, pressing X will skip cutscenes. So impressive, right? Now, there are a whole lot of exploits that can show off right at the beginning of the game, because, well, we don't really have a whole lot of moves. You know, just the tail twirl, just jumping, you know, normal stuff. But with the tail twirl, we're able to pull off a pretty nice exploit, which I'm going to call the midair tail twirl hover. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a long name, but I'm going to shorten it to math, because everyone loves math, right? Essentially what happens when you do a math... I don't know why I'm calling it that, I don't know. Either way, what happens essentially is when you tail twirl and walk off a ledge, like so, you can stay in midair for a little bit, or, you know, you just fall down and not go where you want to go. But anyway, so you can see you got a little bit of time to just hover in midair for a couple seconds, maybe. Let me just time it up. Maybe like 1.5 seconds, which is a fair amount of time to decide what you want to do with it. But with that little burst of midair hover ability, we can pretty much hover and go in any direction we want and jump back to wherever we want to go at any point in time, really. So if we wanted to get a good amount of distance for a platforming challenge, like say, I don't know, let's say we wanted to reach Blasto from the ship without, you know, running down there and just going all the way up the hill. Let's see if I can actually make this. I don't actually know if I can or not, but... There we go. Just midair, or do a math and do a tail twirl midair, and you'll end up right over here. Now let's see if I can get back to the ship. This is going to be a bit more interesting. Okay, yeah, no, that's less possible. I probably could have made it underneath there, but no, that's not happening. But yeah, that's the first exploit I wanted to show off. Now, with this, we can pull off pretty much every glitch in the game, except for one I can think of off the top of my head. But we'll get to that one when we get to that one. But for now, let's show off another little exploit that we could do right at the beginning of the game. So, Trouser wants us to collect 5 quills so he can open the gate and, you know, unjog his memory. Let's not do that. Let's not pay this little con artist. I mean, he's a snake. He's a scoundrel. That little asshole. Anyway. We are going to bypass Trouser pretty simply. And I say simply as in it's actually not that hard to do. So what we first want to do is we're going to climb up on top of the ship mast here. And from here we can actually climb up on top of this tree. You wouldn't think that you could climb up on top of this, but believe it or not, you can. There's actually a lot of not platforms, but there's a lot of things you can climb up on top of that you wouldn't think you can climb up on top of. This tree is one example. You can probably get on that pipe over there in the distance if you really wanted to. Granted, it's a bit far, but eh. Anyway. Okay, so what you want to do is we're going to do a math, do a double jump, and then just do a tail twirl into the tree, and we land on top of the branch. Now granted, this is a bit hard to aim when you're first doing it, but with a little practice, you should be able to get it pretty easily. So once we're here, we're going to walk along the branch and jumping a little bit to make sure we don't fall off, because, well, I'd rather be centered. And from this branch, you're like, where can we go now? Well, considering that tree we can walk on, let's try getting on this tree that's right here. So let's do another math, double jump, and boom, we're on this tree now. And from this tree, we can actually do another math, double jump, and tail twirl, and we're on top of the rock face. And now we can walk right over, and bam, we are over top of the cliff face. And now we don't have to pay Trouser his 5 quills. Ha ha. You're not getting 5 quills today, Trouser, you con artist, you. Except now we're stuck on this side, so oops. Oh well. Now, for now, that's all I'm really going to show, because I don't want to go into too much detail on some things, mostly because I want to save it for other episodes. So, for now, let's pass the episode back to Past Me, because I'm in the future. Ooh, spooky future. Future boy. Alright, so I think that about covers it for all the glitches that we can do in this first area. Side note, I'm not going to show every single glitch right off the bat. I'm going to wait on a few of them for a bit later so that it makes some sense. Hint, hint for anyone who's seen my speedruns, it's early waterworks. Okay. So, on that note, thank you all so much for watching. Next time, we will enter World 1 of Tribal Stack Tropics. The alliteration is a tongue twister on my tongue. And my taste buds. For some reason my foot, I don't know why. Anyway, have a good night, y'all. Twirl!